I'm going to dive deep into my mental health and see how it impacts my daily life. Join me as I challenge myself to face my struggles head on. Mental health is a term we often throw around, but do we truly understand its significance in our daily lives? It's not just about feeling happy or sad, it's about being able to live life to the fullest, and that's exactly what I want to talk about today. When we struggle with our mental health, it's not just our minds that suffer, but every aspect of our lives is affected. We might find ourselves struggling to show up to work on time, lacking the motivation to hit the gym, or even just feeling like we're stuck in a rut. Maybe you've been feeling like you're just going through the motions, without any sense of purpose or direction. Or perhaps you've noticed that your relationships are starting to suffer, and you're not sure why. The truth is that our mental health plays a huge role in our daily activities, and it's time we start acknowledging its impact. Have you ever found yourself feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or just off, without really knowing why? Do you feel like you're constantly running on empty, no matter how much rest you get? What if the challenges you're facing every day, whether at work, school, or home, are signs that your mental health needs more attention? In today's video, we're diving into how your mental health might be affecting your daily life in ways you've never noticed. Stick around. By the end, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to recognize these signs and simple steps you can take to regain control. Mental health doesn't just hit you like a storm, it can creep in subtly, disguising itself as just another off day. But those off days can string together, creating patterns that affect every corner of your life. Maybe you've noticed you're snapping at people more than usual. Or you find yourself procrastinating simple tasks like replying to a text or doing the dishes. Perhaps your sleep is off, you're either sleeping too much or can't seem to fall asleep at all. These might seem like small things, but they're often the first clues that your mental health is under strain. When mental health takes a hit, it doesn't just stay in your head, it spills into everything. Your productivity at work or school might plummet. Relationships can feel strained, as you struggle to be present or patient. Even your physical health can take a toll, with headaches, stomach issues, or constant fatigue becoming a regular part of your life. It's like a domino effect. One area starts to crumble, and soon, everything feels overwhelming. But here's the thing, you're not alone in this. When people think of mental health, they often picture someone sitting in a dark room, feeling sad. But mental health is so much more than that. It's about how you think, feel, and act in everyday life. It's the frustration you feel when your to-do list feels impossible. It's the worry that keeps you up at night. It's even the numbness when things that used to excite you now feel dull. Recognizing that mental health is a spectrum is the first step in understanding its impact on your daily life. So, how do you know if your mental health is affecting you more than it should? Look out for these red flags: constant fatigue. You're tired even after a full night's sleep. Irritability. Small things make you lose your cool. Loss of interest. Activities you once loved now feel like a chore. Difficulty focusing. Your mind feels foggy, making even simple tasks hard. Physical symptoms. Unexplained aches, headaches, or digestive issues. These signs are your mind's way of saying, "Hey, I need some help here." Your mental health doesn't exist in a bubble. It impacts how you connect with others. You might withdraw from friends or family, avoiding calls or texts because you just don't have the energy. Or maybe you're showing up, but you're not really there. Conversations feel shallow, and you find yourself distracted or zoning out. This can leave your loved ones feeling confused or even hurt. But here's the truth: your relationships can also be part of the solution. Reaching out, even when it feels hard, can be a powerful first step toward healing. Ignoring mental health issues is like ignoring a leaky faucet. It doesn't just go away. Over time, the drip becomes a flood. Untreated mental health challenges can lead to more severe problems like burnout, depression, or anxiety disorders. And the longer you wait, the harder it can feel to bounce back. But here's the good news: it's never too late to start. Taking care of your mental health doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small. Create a routine. Structure brings stability, even in chaos. Move your body. Exercise isn't just for fitness, it's a mood booster. Stay connected. Call a friend or family member, it can make a world of difference. Practice mindfulness. Even a few minutes of deep breathing can help you reset. Seek professional help. Therapy isn't just for crises, it's for growth. These small actions might not fix everything overnight, but they can create a ripple effect, helping you regain control bit by bit. Sometimes, the hardest part is admitting you're struggling. But acknowledging your mental health doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. It's the first step toward reclaiming your life. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. You wouldn't ignore a broken arm, so why ignore your mind when it's calling out for help? Maybe you've been feeling like you're just not yourself lately, like something's off, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. Or perhaps you've been struggling to sleep at night, or finding yourself constantly on edge, wondering what's going to happen next. These are just a few examples of how our mental health can manifest in our daily lives. We might try to brush it off as stress or exhaustion, but the truth is, it's so much more than that. It's time we start taking our mental health seriously, and understanding how it affects our relationships, our work performance, and even our self-care. We might think we're hiding it well, but the people around us can see the changes in us. Our partners might notice that we're not as affectionate as we used to be, or our friends might see that we're not as outgoing as we once were. And as for self-care, let's be real, it's probably the first thing to do when we're struggling with our mental health. We stop taking care of ourselves because we just don't feel like it anymore. But the truth is, that's exactly when we need it the most. Anxiety, depression, and stress are just a few of the many mental health challenges we might face. These conditions can disrupt our daily routines, making it difficult to get out of bed in the morning or to make even the smallest of decisions. Imagine feeling like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of negativity, and you don't know how to escape. That's what it's like to live with mental health issues, and it's time we start taking it seriously. I remember a time when I was struggling with anxiety, and it felt like my whole world was crumbling around me. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, and I couldn't even think straight. I felt trapped in this never-ending cycle of fear and uncertainty. But then I hit rock bottom, realizing I had a choice to make. I could continue down this path of destruction, or I could seek help and start taking control of my life. It wasn't easy, but I slowly started to rebuild, and it changed everything. I'm not alone in my struggles, and I know you're not alone either. I've spoken to so many people who have hit rock bottom, and come out the other side. They realized that their mental health was affecting their daily life, and they decided to do something about it. They started small, by taking control of their self-care, seeking therapy, or just talking to someone about how they were feeling. And you know what? It made all the difference. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? Our mental health is crucial to our overall well-being, and it's time we start taking it seriously. We need to stop sweeping it under the rug and start addressing the elephant in the room. By recognizing the impact our mental health has on our daily lives, we can start making positive changes, and that's exactly what I want to encourage you to do. Thanks for watching. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more insights on mental health and personal growth. Remember, small steps can lead to big changes. You've got this.